complicated process. So now that we have our government approval in China, we're very focused on growing our business there, because now with that government approval, people can launch websites with .club in China. So before we got approval, they could register domain names, but they could not launch a website in China. So we've had a lot of a focus on China. Overall, our growth has been very good. We're at about 900,000 registrations now. So things are plugging away. Something that's very interesting that I wanted to talk to you about as well is we just launched something new at Get.club. If you go to our website, you will see where we can offer financing on premium names. So any of our premium names at Get.club, you can register them for 60-month financing, no interest. So a name that is, if you go to Get.club, you'll see.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah, so you could search. So search for any .club name. Search for any name. Search for name. Yeah,
Origami.
So there you can see origami.club, right? So normally it's a $2,000 name, but you can get it for $33 per month, right? 60-month financing, right? And you can use it immediately, right? But what's more interesting for you personally, Mauricio, is we've set it up with a broker program. So what I'd like to do is I can give you a broker code, and then let's say the code gives 10% off to whoever uses the code, and then you earn 15% commission as a broker. So for example, if you wanted to buy origami.club, even for yourself, if you use the code I'll give you, then it would be 10% off, so it would be $1,800. But then you would also earn a 15% commission. So basically you would be getting 25% off the price, and you'd be paying it over 60 months. So it would be, like $25 a month, and you would own origami.club. And then you could stop paying anytime if you wanted to. You can quit paying, and we just take the name back. So you're not obligated to pay the full amount if you don't want to. So I think this could be very interesting for you too, because now there's a way that you can easily make money by promoting .club in
Brazil
territory in Brazil, because if you give out your code to people and they buy a name from us with your code, you will earn 15% commission.
Very good, because if I look in GoDaddy, I only see the final price.
Right. And they don't offer the financing. Only we offer the financing directly.
This is the best information I have now.
Yes. So what I would ask you to do is when we're done with the call, if you go to get.club/broker, there's a form to fill out. And I'll just ask you, when you get a chance, fill out that form. And then we will send you a broker code that you can start using immediately.
My God. Very good. And now we have the solution.
Yes, exactly. I know we talked about this for a long time, but there was no easy way for you to do it where, because obviously I want you to make money promoting .club. Now this is a good way to do it. So you'll have that code, and any company that you talk to in Brazil, if they go to Get.club and they buy a name with that code, they'll get a 10% discount. So they get a benefit for using your code, and then you will earn commission on that sale.
Okay, now I have a lot of ideas. Let me present you what I prepare.
Okay. Great.
I prepare a strategic plan for ideas, not a plan.
But I was excited to share that with you, because I think that solves a problem we had in terms of how you can turn this into a little bit of a business.
No, this is great. Financing the domain is great. And let me talk. I will translate later.
Okay. Yeah.
But the 4 reasons for a company to invest in .club: branding.
Yep.
It's a great domain to use for branding. Relationship, to create communities with consumers. It's international. In any country, people understand .club. And easy to memorize. For example, coffee.club.
Yep.
I write wrong here. Okay. And ideas to use domains.club. As I said, communities, easy to memorize, fan clubs, and sports. it was a pity because we didn't have time to use for Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, no.
Because I was very excited to use for some athletes in Brazil. An idea very interesting is diving. Diving in Brazil is mergulho.club. But the landing page, I noticed that some landing pages, for example, pet.club, you have a very interesting landing page.
So I can explain that. So here's the difference. So any domain that you see on GoDaddy, for example, like you're looking at there, those are unregistered names, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what we did is we took some of our higher price premium names and we registered them ourselves so that we can have landing pages like that. But right now we're going to switch it though. So pet.club will go to Get.club for pet.club so you can see the financing, right? So that $60,000 would be $1,000 a month for 60 months, right?
Okay.
So, yeah.
One idea is to prepare. I can prepare a landing page in Portuguese,
right?
For words like mergulho. Mergulho,
Yeah.
it's not in English, it's Portuguese.
Yes.
So
what I would recommend, what I think you should do, which would be very powerful, is you get your broker code, right? Then you look at Get.club and you find names like mergulho.club, right, that are available from us with the financing. And then you create a landing page that lists all those names that you have selected that are good premium names in Portuguese. And then you put right on that landing page to buy this name and at 10% get a discount, go to Get.club and use this code. And then you present your code on that landing page, right? So then
very good.
When you send people to the landing page, so you curate some great Portuguese names and you present them to people, but present them where they use your code to buy them so that you get the commission on the sale.
Great idea. We can use the same landing page for many
Exactly.
domains.
That you curate. You could change them from times. And, if it's seasonal, let's say, I know it's too late for the Olympics, but if it would have been the Olympics, you could have had a page of great sports names, Olympic names in Portuguese,
Great,
so you could create a very interesting page, right?
Okay, very interesting. I will talk to my team to prepare something very interesting. And some ideas. Now I have the answer. Networking.club. Let me see networking.club. This domain is great. Can I finance it?
Let me check.
Let me look. Networking is great because, as we said, BNI is a great. They have more than 5,000 groups of networking, and I believe I want to create a
club available. It's also a $2,000
My God,
name.
great! How you take this domain right now?
No, don't do it right now. Send me the email so I get your code so you can get the discount and the commission on it, right?
Okay. Very good. Now we have the answer. I will do the same with Palestras. Palestras.club is professional speakers and segments. That's all right. We have all the answers. Origami.club. I can.
By the way, Palestras, Palestras, is a regular registration. It's $10, not even premium.
It's easier.
Easier. That's a regular registration, not a premium name.
Very good. And the origami.club, it's my passion.
So origami, again, get the discount code and then you can get origami for much less. Yeah.
Okay. How can I get this affiliate program?
Go to get.club/broker.
Okay.
And there's a form, get.club/broker. BROKER, yeah. And just fill out that form when you get a chance.
Okay. Very good.
And now I will approve your application and tell them to issue the code right away.
Great. Great. Very good. I love this notice, this information.
And tell me what do you want your code to be? What would you like it to be? Your name or your company name?
Okay.
What would you like the code to be?
Okay, then I send them. So this meeting is very easy.
Yes.
because my strategy in Brazil is to get a domain, very interesting domain like origami.club, network.club, create a portal with WordPress or Joomla. I will find collaborators, web designers and professionals of this niche of market, and content, content, videos, and SEO for Google. Very, very easy. I already have a lot of domains, but I will make a selection for the landing pages.
Yes, and then again, you'll promote your code so that anyone who buys one of these names and they use your code, then you get the commission.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, this is what I've been trying to work on. We've been working on this for a year to build the technology. You know, it works very nicely, as you see. But this solves that problem because I loved everything you were talking about, but it was complicated. This makes it very easy now, right? Very easy.
No, now it's very, very easy. I can, and now I have freedom to create projects.
That's right.
In many niches of markets.
Yeah. Estratégias.club is only $100, but again, get your code first because you'll get a discount, right?
Okay, very interesting. Great, great, great. That's all right. Very, very simple. Now I need to create the selection of domains for landing page, and I need only to make my broker name, my broker number, and start working.
Yes, I think it's going to be great. And then obviously anything I can do to help. I apologize that it's taken me so long to give you something tangible that you can do, but I think this is a good solution.
Okay, Jeff, and on the, do you have interest in if I find some events in Brazil?
Yeah.
Do you have interest to invest in some events?
It's possible. So keep me apprised and let me know. You know, it all depends on the timing, and but it's something we can certainly consider. So yes, let me know if you have some ideas.
Yeah, because for me it's very, very, very interesting because I can you don't need to come to Brazil. It's very expensive, and I can organize a team to stay in the stand in the event, and the best thing, I can be a speaker in the event.
No, I think it's a good idea, especially if you set up the landing pages and you're having success moving these names. Then maybe we can partner with you on an event where we help support it and you do the talking and the speaking. So we don't have to travel.
Okay, I will look for some events in this year in Brazil, and I send you information.
Great, I think it's a good idea.
Great, very, very good. Okay, let's make business this year.
Very good. Fill out the form and let me know do you know what do you want your code to be? Do you want it to be your name, your company name, something that's easy for your customers to remember?
Okay, very good.
Okay. Excellent.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Marcio.
Thank you. Bye-bye.